The academics at school is just a part of it. We are a Christian school. We are so concerned about the character and the development of godliness. And I'm so proud of these three. I really am. Now's the time to recognize some of the academic excellence that we have. And Jeremy, you can see, is wearing the cords. He has a academic excellence award. He's in the principals list. He received a grade point average of 3.84, and I never got this. This is really excellent, and I'd like to thank Jeremy for all of his effort.
Hi, it's me again. Right now, I want to. I have only a short time right now, so I'll jump right in. But right now is the time I wanted to take to challenge the student body, but not just the students themselves, but to every person who calls themselves a Christian. You might not take this off because it is very annoying. Jude 22 says, "And some have compassion, making a difference." I have only one point to make here in this very short amount of time, and that is care. My goal here is to challenge the student body mainly, and here's my point here. What made a difference in my life, as far as grades, as far as being the kind of student I should be, being the kind of Christian I should be, was I learned how to care. Think about it. Where would you be tonight if somebody didn't care for you? Where would your soul be spending eternity? Where would you be heading right now if somebody didn't care about you? Think about this. If you don't care, then the next generation won't have what you have right now. And many of them will be on their way to hell. Yeah, the fact that we should need to care, the need of it is very extreme. We need to care. When I was in Texas, I remember the point when I started to care. And this is very closely related with my academics. I moved to Texas, and I really hadn't cared up to that point, especially about school. I hated school. My mom made me get good grades anyway, but I really didn't care about them. And I got around some great Christians, some great men of God, and I started to want to be like that. I wanted something that they had. I saw, man, I want to be like that. They're happy, they have joy, they have the answer in life. I want to be like that. And so I started trying to be like that, trying to do the things they do, and this is what I learned. You cannot do the things that a pastor does. You cannot do the things that an assistant pastor does, a Sunday school teacher does. You cannot do the things that a real Christian does unless you care. Here's the thing. I already said if we don't care, then the next generation won't have what you all have here today. You have a church that cares. Okay. So the question I'm going to ask you is: do you want to make a difference? Jude 22 said, "And some have compassion, making a difference." It's very important that God's people make a difference. So here's the thing. Do you want to make a difference? It's very important then that we care. Care about what? We need to care about what we become. I hear so many people, especially young people, who say, "I just don't care." People like that are headed nowhere in life. People like that are headed for a life of misery. And here's the thing. You should care about making a difference. You should try to get on a bus route and care for a busload of kids without caring. Try to do something for them without caring. Try to make a difference in their lives without caring. See how long it takes for you when you start genuinely caring. See what happens inside of you, and it'll make a difference in you, and you'll begin to be able to make a difference in the world. Okay, what we should care about, what God cares about, and here's what I think God cares about. I might be wrong on this, but I think it's pretty obvious what God cares about. Why did Jesus come down to the earth and die on the cross? I think God cares about saving the souls of lost men. I see. Jesus was willing to die for this cause. I care about what God cares about. And I didn't have that all the time, but I started to want to care. I learned how to care And now I try my best to care about people and where they spend eternity, because that's what God cares about. When you care about things, it'll come out. When you start to care, it'll come out in everything you do. It'll come out in your school, in your ministry, and in your work. You can't not care in school and still make a difference. You can't not care in your ministry and still make a difference. And you can't not care at your work site or wherever you're going and still make a difference. When you get close to God and you learn how to care, it'll come through in your grades, it'll come through in everything you do. And this is my time. I challenge you to care. It hurts sometimes, but in the long run, it makes a difference. And I encourage everybody, I challenge you, Landmark Baptist Church, Landmark Baptist School, I challenge you to care. Care about what God cares about, and care about what you become. Thank you.